Once we have completed the deck, we can move our attention to the inside back. We need to measure through the wings, just like this, and pull it through on each side. You can wrap it around, give yourself enough to pull through, and staple on the back of the frame. Now on this chair, it's really tight down here, so I'm not going to be able to slide my tape measure through there. So what I'll do is I'll measure that in another step, and I'll just add that to the measurement that I take here. Don't forget we need to put another layer of cotton on here before our final cover fabric. So if you're working with limited materials or you're a little nervous about your measurements, you can go ahead and put that cotton on first and then do your measurement if you'd like. Don't forget to mark the center of your fabric and line it up with the center of your chair. You also want to mark which side of the fabric is your face side. On fabrics like this one, it's very difficult to tell. There's really no distinction between which is the face and which is the back side. In that case, usually when you buy your fabric and it comes on the roll, the face side of the fabric is rolled inside so that the outside or the back side of the fabric is what's exposed on the roll. Also, if your fabric has a nap to it, if you're not familiar with the term nap, that's if you feel the fabric and it's soft one way, but and you go the other way, if it goes against the fabric and it pulls the fibers up, that's your nap. You want the nap to run smooth down. And also on your wings it should go down. On your arms it should go down. And on your cushion it should run out. Same with the deck, so that the front of your chair matches. Also the outside arms, wings, and back, the nap should also flow down. If you mix this up, if you have the nap going in or out, or even up on some pieces, it's going to change the color and it's going to be very noticeable. So you need to pay close attention to your nap. So what I'm going to do now is I will make sure that this is good and centered. I'll fold these in, and the same as I demonstrated on the deck here in the back and around the front, we will make our cuts so that we can tuck. Earlier in this video, I mentioned that the crest rail on this chair had taken some abuse over its lifetime, and you can see right in this area here, it's really rough, really uneven, and there's some other spots. Right about here, you can kind of notice that. That's going to show up. Also the same, a little further down. See if I can get that a little better for you. Yeah, right in here, you can see. Now, what I want to do is I want to smooth that up. I want that to be a nice crisp line when we're done. So I'm going to take some what they call tack strip. It's really just a strip of cardboard, and I'm going to run that right along this crest rail, and we'll kind of bridge that. And of course, in the cotton will come up over. It'll come up to it. I don't want it to come over, but we'll come up to it, and the fabric will fold along this. And we should be able to clean that line up nice. I could have put that in before we put the muslin on. I also could have done it before the burlap was put on. But really doesn't make that big a difference. We'll put it on now, and we'll clean that up. Here you can see the tack strip put along the crest rail. Should clean that up quite a bit. Had to make some relief cuts, as you can see here. The relief cuts just help the cardboard to kind of fold and work its way around the corners. Now that we have this all put on, that should give us a nice crisp line for our fabric to follow. We can complete the attachment of the inside back fabric. Here we have the inside back fully installed. You'll notice that I've got these tabs here. This is where I had to make my cuts to go through the poles and around the frame for the arms, and up here where the top of the wing attaches. I like to leave these when I can. Sometimes I can't, and it may not work out with this chair, but we're going to give it a try. I like to leave these because then it gives me a little more fabric to play with when I'm folding my wings and pulling my wings up around here. It helps me to move where I want the fabric to go so that nothing shows through. If it doesn't work, then we may have to trim these and fold these under, but it all boils down to how your fabric works, how it stretches, and what you need to do. So it's good to leave these. Just keep in mind that you may have to go back and remove those. I got a nice, smooth line along the crest rail here. And I'll take you around the back of the chair so you can see what's going on there as well. Here you can see the back. This is where we pulled it over and stapled. You can see we got a nice line there. There's no lumps or humps. And also notice these relief cuts. Those are good when you're coming around a concave shape like this is. Helps relieve the fabric. So you can pull that over and get that nice and smooth. Here you can see where we pulled the fabric through our pulls around the frame. I like to staple inside here because this is all going to be covered, as opposed to stapling along this edge, which could show through. And you can also see where we pulled through on the bottom. Right along here. There again, I kept the staples up on the edge rather than down here where it's apt to show. You have to be careful up here because remember you have your nails where we used to tie our springs with. So don't forget to wear your safety glasses in case one of those staples decides to ricochet. So now we can move on to our inside arms and wings.